The gold medal for the most abusive global citizens goes to the United States. They were innocently led down an irresponsible road and never educated on the consequences of the habits they've become accustomed to the point where today there is a sense of entitlement for these abuses. Therefore, otherwise good people have become the world's most abusive society. In less than a century, the United States went from the Industrial Revolution to the comfortable lives of Mayberry to the abusive lives of today. This is something that has to change and fast, because the consequences of this abuse is predicted to produce the most gravest consequence of any human-induced grave incident. The United States invented the disposable society, which of all the United States abuses, its worst abuse is its disposable society. The constant manufacturing, packaging, transporting, and disposing of everything we use for a few minutes is a big contributor to global warming and oil demand. It's easy to scream that big oil is the problem, but big oil only supplies what consumers demand, and a disposable society demands a lot of oil. But we all have the ability to end our disposable society today. If we're talking United States abuse, we have to talk cars. This is another area where the United States citizens feel entitled to what they have come to expect, or have the right to display their status with wipers on headlights, heated seats, air conditioning, or with big off-road vehicles that only drive on highways, plus the dozens of other features that are conveniencing ourselves out of a livable planet. Every accessory and convenience that is put in cars went through a big and polluting manufacturing process, multiplied by endless features and a lot of cars equals abuses the world can't afford. The United States is the world's biggest energy user and abuser. With about 5% of the global population, the United States uses about 20% of the energy used worldwide yearly, but a lot of that is just wasted, energy that is on but not used. This is another thing Americans feel entitled to, but simply turning off unused energy would significantly reduce energy production and its greenhouse gas emissions right now. Being able to afford your electric bill or filling up your car does not mean the environment and your fellow global citizens can afford the negative consequences of the energy United States citizens use and abuse. About the time of Mayberry, the United States suburbs set the standard for global living. However, since the simple dream of the white picket fence was replaced with McMansions, United States homes have become abusive. From garage door openers to a couple of refrigerators to every electronic appliance and battery-operated gadgets, night lights, holiday lights, manicured lawns with pools and hot tubs, United States homes demand a lot of energy, natural resources, chemicals, and toxins that are destructive to themselves, the environment, and every other global citizen. When the United States goes on vacation, it doesn't go on vacation from being environmentally abusive. People used to be happy driving somewhere, staying in a clean room, or in nature. But those simple and unpolluting days are over. Today, we enjoy nature in homes on wheels, or drive to the airport and take off on a plane, check in at a luxury resort whose amenities weren't part of vacations when carbon footprint wasn't part of our vocabulary. Spas, pools, even with wave action, hot tubs, especially private hot tubs, and charters that didn't exist when we didn't have environmental problems are all standard operating procedure today. The bottom line is, United States citizens are generally like the majority of all global citizens, good global citizens who wouldn't do harm if they knew they were doing harm. Today, United States citizens are the most abusive global citizens, but once they become educated about their abuses, they will become good global citizens because it is the right thing to do. That would happen a lot faster if the United States White House would start being a good global citizen itself and finally lead the world with real action, like getting its citizens and all global citizens environmentally literate and every day installing in them the need for their immediate and full cooperation.